Inside the Mind of Yoo Young-chul. Welcome to The Most Evil, where we delve into the minds of history's most notorious serial killers. Yoo Young-chul, one of South Korea's most notorious serial killers, sex offenders, and self-confessed cannibals. Known for his ruthless targeting of prostitutes and wealthy elderly couples, Yoo's crimes shocked the nation, and his confessions revealed the depths of his depravity. Yoo Young-chul was born on April 18, 1970, in Gochang, Jeonbuk. After his parents separated when he was still young, he moved to Mapo, Seoul, with his father. Growing up in poverty, Yoo was often bullied at school, which fueled his resentment toward wealthy people. Yoo had a strong interest in painting, playing the guitar, and singing. He applied to an arts-focused high school to pursue his passions, but was rejected due to his low grades. Instead, he had to attend a regular high school, which marked a turning point in his life. Yoo struggled to maintain relationships and jobs, leading to deep-seated anger and frustration. He directed this rage toward those he considered symbols of wealth and privilege, as well as women he deemed immoral. His criminal activities took a dark turn when he began committing violent murders, starting in 2003 with a series of brutal killings that would shock the nation. Yoo Young-chul's crime spree began in 2003, and over the course of a year he killed at least 20 people, though the true number may be higher. His victims were primarily two groups: wealthy elderly couples and sex workers. He specifically targeted these groups due to his disdain for the wealthy and his misogynistic views towards women in the sex trade. Yoo's methods were both calculated and violent. For the elderly couples, he would break into their homes at night, using a hammer as his weapon of choice. His attacks were swift and merciless, often killing his victims with a few brutal strikes. After murdering them, he would rob their homes, taking valuables as a way to both fund his lifestyle and express his disdain for the wealthy. In contrast, his approach towards sex workers was more intimate and manipulative. Yoo would lure his victims by posing as a customer, taking them to his apartment where he would kill them. Some victims were dismembered, and Yoo claimed to have consumed parts of their bodies, though the veracity of his cannibalism is debated. His use of deception and his choice of secluded environments allowed him to evade detection for an extended period. The police initially struggled to connect Yoo's crimes due to the different profiles of his victims. The killings of the wealthy elderly couples were seen as home invasions gone wrong, while the disappearances of sex workers were largely ignored due to societal stigma. It wasn't until the discovery of dismembered remains of several sex workers that authorities realized they were dealing with a serial killer. Yoo Young-chul was finally arrested on July 15, 2004, after the survivor provided a detailed description that led to his identification. Following his arrest, Yoo initially denied involvement, but after several days in custody, he confessed to 20 murders, shocking even seasoned investigators. His confessions were chilling, as he provided graphic details about his crimes, showing no remorse. His capture revealed the horrifying scale of his killing spree, and his admission to cannibalism added a new layer of terror to the case. During his trial, Yoo confessed to the killings in a cold and detached manner, stating that he had specifically targeted his victims out of hatred for the rich and women involved in sex work. His nonchalant demeanor throughout the process only amplified the public's outrage and fear. Yoo Young-chul's psychological profile reveals a man deeply troubled by his past, with his actions driven by rage, resentment, and a distorted worldview. Experts have suggested that his abusive childhood, compounded by repeated failures in adulthood, led to a violent hatred of those he believed were responsible for his misery. Yoo Young-chul's crimes shook South Korea to its core, exposing deep societal issues and leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. His calculated and remorseless killings of vulnerable women and elderly couples revealed a man driven by hatred and cruelty. The scars left by his actions run deep, not just for the families of the victims, but for an entire nation that struggled to come to terms with such senseless violence.
If you found this video insightful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more content on true crime and psychological analysis. Remember to stay vigilant, and until next time, stay safe.